Friends, we are going to go to Senegal today, where people are going to jail like never before. For what reason? You'll get it now. There are so many reasons why Africa look to be not going forward. Even if we keep changing leaders day in and out, this leader that comes in does almost the same thing or even worse than what we have seen before. We have seen this in Kenya. The outcry of the youth in Kenya were that the former leadership was not providing jobs. There was corruption. So they jumped on the street during the time which the government now introduced more taxes, and amongst which comes and get lost into corruption. Yeah, today we are in Senegal. We are seeing what Senegal is doing. A lot more are going in Senegal with the new government in the country. But this is the president of Senegal. This man you are seeing, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, is now in power, taking on the country. Then the prime minister is called Ousmane Sonko. Sonko is so much known that he's been to prison several times. They were all together in jail. When they came out of jail, straight to power. Senegal is a very nice country, one of the nice countries in West Africa. Vibrant democracy, change of leadership, change of power. A very nice country. You can visit the country and see what happened in the country. There's so much food in Senegal. You see, there's this called jollof. You know, jollof. Yeah, jollof actually said to be coming from Senegal. I don't want to use that word anyway, but there's jollof there. There's a lot of it. They make it with fish, they make it with chicken, make it with meat, they make it with beef. Those who eat pork, they are there, and all those kind of things. Yeah, that's Senegal. Now Senegal also is a very nice country that they have their cultural behavior. You know, look at this fat man. Look at this fat man, man. Look at what these fat men are doing. This is what happened in Senegal. Very nice people. They very strong wrestling in sandy places. Now this is the thing they're doing. In fact, this art has been innovated and transformed in actually entrepreneured into business. Now it gives people a living. There's a very good fighter in Senegal. I hope you can see him. That man there. Yeah, that man there. Very good in the ring. When he takes you in the ring, I don't think you're going to win that guy, man. Where did he got his training? There, wrestling, yeah. Yeah, that's Senegal. But also Senegal is now being known, it's now on the news for some very interesting facts. Now the new government has put a committee of inquiry into the corrupt deal of the former government officials with an aim of sending a message that when you are given an office, it is not your office, it is a public office. How you deal with it must be only providing a service. As you provide a service, you do it with respect. That is what is missing in African continent. Most people get the office, and what happens instead of people calling for accountability, people worship them. People worship them like gods. People treat them like kings. That has caused the nations to lose so much billions and billions of money in the coffers of this kind of people. Just last week, the state court detained two other former ministers. Moustapha Diop, who served as an industrial minister, is accused of embezzling around $4 million from Senegal COVID-19 relief fund. During the COVID-19, this is the time people are just staying in the house, not doing business. Then most government at this time were rushing out to go borrow money. Some ministers in the country are going around stealing these monies and taking them to themselves. And still know what? The country, the people would still worship such people. Now Senegal is saying no to that rubbish. Yeah. Now, while the former minister of mines, Sophie Gladmere, faces charges of misappropriating more than $330,000. Now the money was given to help these people also get the relief that to take them out of that pain of COVID-19, staying without working. And therefore, what do you expect? The minister, a lady minister in charge of this department, decided to take to herself more than $300,000 for herself during this time. Yet there are so many people who are dying. Look, these people came on the ticket of cleaning the house. That means dealing with corruption and addressing the question of unemployment. By fixing the corruption in the system, you will be able to solve so much problems that arise from the similar behaviors, and therefore creating employment and opportunity for thousands and if not millions of youth who are looking for sun. Most of African countries are known to be having issues dealing with public service. So much so that most leaders simply take the position to themselves only to forget the real purpose for which they are in those positions. In fact, by the way, if you check on this very clearly, you realize that most countries in the continent are ruled by leaders who are already out of their age. They're either beyond 65 and above, or they are in their 80s or 90s. Yet in the country they take on, more than half of the population are young people. So that means these people occupy these positions thinking they are providing anything back, yet what you keep seeing every single passing day: unemployment, corruption questions, corruption cases, money getting lost, unemployment, money getting lost, pandemic, poverty. But what is being happening is praises. They keep praising them. Entities that should be standing firm to help eradicate this problem by speaking out against them would be civil societies. This is again the societies captured by these people. Could be now the churches. Churches are also complicit the current behaviors. Where do we go from here? We simply need a new set of leadership that knows that we are part of this system. Senegal has done that. In just 2025 alone, more than 5 former ministers who are complicit to corruption and corrupt deals, all arrested, are behind bars and now living and enjoying there. The people who used to be suffering on the streets because of their misappropriations of funds are now celebrating on the streets. Some of them are getting the jobs, some of them are getting fixed, some are now having more hope than they had behind before. Now the former government officials, including the former president Macky Sall, that this kind of misappropriations of fund or corruptions happen on his watch, are claiming to say this are politically motivated moves by the new government. I personally would not support any government that arrest people for political reasons, because they hate you, they take you behind bars, because you are shouting against them, they take you behind bars. Those politically motivated arrests, I totally don't support. I don't think anyone does. But if it is for a proper reason that you stole the money, so be it. Thank you guys for watching this video. My name is David Becky.